Shannon Russell, The Athletic. Gary, you guys are ranked ninth in the country in blocks. How critical do you think that is to your defense? And is it something that's just innate in you guys, or is it something that you really try to focus on?
I think we really focus on it. Our big guys definitely take pride in the blocking shots. Cal's always yelling at the guards not to foul low because it takes away a block. Most of them are the easier blocks that we probably could get if they don't foul. But it's one of those things where if our guards get beat, we got to be help side, ready to rotate and block shots.
Bill Cook from GoBearcats.com. For Kyle and Gary, Mick mentioned yesterday that you guys thought about the loss to UCLA last year all summer and all season long. Was he overstating the case, or how much have you thought about that, and how much of a motivation is that now?
Kyle, you're first, please.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely a correct assessment. I mean, we were very disappointed about that, but I think with our loss and the defeat that we felt over the summer, I think it taught us how to win. I thought it taught us how to prevail. So, and it brought us together. It made us a more cohesive unit. So I'm just excited for this year, and we're just going to keep on playing together.
I agree. It takes a while to get rid of that one. To play so well, the first half, and then, to run out of gas the second half. I think, like Cal said, it really taught us how to win as a unit. A lot of guys, that was on that team are still here. So, it always plays in the back of our heads, and as we get ready for, the tournament to start again, we just going to keep pushing.
Jerry Nelson, Southern WLW. What's up, guys? Jacob, a couple years ago, you had a coming out party versus St. Joe's. What do you look forward to coming for this tournament? And for the other two of you up here, Kyle and Gary, this is your last time around. What also do you look forward to in this last tournament that you're going to be in?
We'll start with Jacob, then go to Kyle and Gary in that order.
Well, I just look forward to coming out here, playing with these two. It's their last go-round. I just want to try to make it special for them. I know how much it means to them that if we have a nice run in this tournament. And also, I just want to send them out the right way, especially Gary. He's been here for 4 years, had an awesome career. And even Kyle, he's come change the vibe around our program and just have us in a positive mood all the time.
Yeah. Just to have fun, but to win at the same time. I think those two ideas need to go hand in hand. Because it's a huge stage, and you want to execute and make sure you move on to the next round, but you should have fun with it too. Because like I said before, who gets a chance to do this every day? We're extremely blessed. And going off of what Jacob said also, we just want to go out the right way because we've put a lot into it, and all three of us have put a lot into it, but all the guys in the locker room have put a lot into it, so that's what we want to do.
Yeah, going off what both of them said, you want to go out the right way. Definitely each year was a different letdown as far as, freshman year, how we went down. It's just so on each year. To have this kind of unit going into it this year, really confident, excited. You gotta have fun with it for sure. And we're definitely blessed to have this opportunity. Me for myself, being able to make it every year. I still see friends at other institution that have never gone. They've just been able to fill out a bracket. So to be a part of it, guys texting you and family members texting you, telling you, rooting for you, you just gotta, feel good to be able to get to this every year. But for us, we want to not just get here, just go further.
Gary and Kyle, just to follow up what you said before about learning how to win from that UCLA loss, what kind of things did you learn about winning? What's different? Can you just be more specific about what you learned?
I think that UCLA loss taught us something different about winning, but I think a lot of the disappointment that we saw last year, I mean, we went 30-6, so people might ask what disappointment, but we wanted to check off some benchmarks that we did do this year in terms of winning the conference outright during the regular season, but then winning the conference tournament. I thought the loss to SMU in the championship of the conference tournament taught us something, and then not getting the outright conference title during the regular season taught us something. I think every different type of failure, and this translates to different messages in life too. When you fail in something in life, that's what you learn from that, or it's going to happen again. So I think not just one thing in the UCLA game, but across that whole year last year, we learned how to become, how to win, you know.
I agree. You know, you think back to our losses last year, you know, a lot of them were down to the last play or, you know, malfunction somewhere. And then this year we've been able to execute down the stretch, you know, not to give up, you know, easy buckets and foul or turnovers. And this year we've been able to just stay on the throttle, you know, on teams at times when we really are, you know, pouring it on. And I think what Cal said, every loss last year, you know, we looked at ourselves and watched film and realized, you know, the things that we have to do to change to win, come out victorious and instead of losing.
Follow-up question. The AAC conference tournament and the NCAA tournament, does that put you on two different sets of routines that you would have to have on a normal basis? And also, that's the first question. Second one is probably for you, Jacob. How do you block out social media during this time, or do you read it and sort of go through it, but when everybody's asking you to do or score a certain amount of points in order to be successful, how do you answer that, or how do you deal with it?
Kyle, take the first question, and Jacob will talk about the social media part.
What's your first question again, Terry?
It's about routines. About, do you have to continue the same routines opposed to the conference tournament?
I don't think you should change up your routine. I think this is from personal experience. This is my 4th tournament, so I don't think you should change up routines. I think that'll kind of psych your mind out. And I'm just going to go off of the message that I sent earlier about having fun. You have to have fun with this game, else you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to think of other negative, you know, thoughts. And that's not what you should do. You should go into the game saying this is a bigger game on a bigger stage, but it's basketball at the end of the day. So I think that's what you should go. That's your mindset going into it.
And to answer your question, you know, it's social media. I'm a young kid, so of course I read it, but I don't let it get to me, like whatever they say. Like I'm having a bad game. I just try to stay confident in myself, and I know my teammates, they have my back, so I never try to like get down on myself no matter what they're saying on social media. And I know what it takes to win. This is my 3rd year here, and I've won a pretty good number of games here, so I think I know what I'm supposed to do on the court.
Tom Gresham, Cincinnati Enquirer. Jacob, you and the team as a whole, the last few games, obviously you're winning, but the offense hasn't been quite in sync. The shooting percentages are down. You yourself not scoring like usual. How do you guys get that back? Is there anything you specifically or the team have been working on, and how important is that to get that back?
We just back to the basics, taking our time, shot preps, and just making sure that we're reading the defense the right way. Trying to stay away from hard, contested shots, and just moving the ball. We have enough talent on this team to where when we share the ball, then we can score, you know. So I feel like we've gotten back to that these last couple of days in practice, and we're just going forward and also remain confident in ourselves.
Charlie Goldsmith, SB Nation. Gary, so earlier this week, Coach Ron Hunter of Georgia State said, like, they're eating at Ruth Chris, we're eating at Wendy's, they're staying at the Hyatt, we're staying at Comfort Inn. But is it strange to see how the perception around this program has changed over the last 4 years?
Since I've been here, we've always been like blue collar. You know, I've never had Ruth Chris, you know, as a thing. So I'm not sure where that came from. But, you know, we're the Bearcats, you know. All year, every year I've been here, we've always been, you know, on the other end of that perception. So it's different for me to hear it, but, you know, kind of as a unit, we just, you know, we don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, and we just, you know, we focus on our task every game, and to go out and just dominate, suffocate teams, and just, you know, try to come out victorious.